A day in the life of U.S. classified $4 billion stealth ship. The U.S. Navy's most advanced destroyer is known as the USS Zumwalt, DDG-1000. It is the largest and the most technologically advanced surface combatant in the world. Zumwalt is the lead ship of a class of next-generation multi-dimension destroyers designed to strengthen naval power from the sea. These ships feature state-of-the-art propulsion system, wave-piercing tumblehome hull, stealth design, and the latest war-fighting technology and weaponry available. The first of these weird-looking vessels, the USS Zumwalt, officially joined the fleet in 2016. The ship looks weird, but there are many important reasons why it looks like what it does. The primary reason being stealth. The unique angular hull reduces the Zumwalt's radar cross-section, making it appear similar to a small fishing boat. Such a design obviously makes life aboard the Zumwalt a bit different from other Navy vessels. The deck space on this destroyer is heavily reduced, which further reduces the space for outdoor activities. There is a larger helicopter deck, but much of the rest of the ship is covered. Though it would ordinarily make for a cramped experience, the Zumwalt's extensive use of automation allows it to operate with just 142 crew members, compared to other ships of its size which carry 400 to 1,000 crew members. Providing meals and adequate space for recreation of fewer crew members becomes less of a problem. The Zumwalt measures 600 feet in length and boasts a beam of around 80 feet, so it is by no means a small ship. Even though the crew is comparatively small, these men and women are required to undergo extensive training in the ship's many advanced systems. The technology incorporated in Zumwalt-class vessels is diverse, and it clearly shows in the price tag. The flagship cost is estimated to be between $3.5 and $4.4 billion. The extreme costs of development and production led the U.S. Navy to cancel the original order of 32 vessels, and then reduced it to just 3. Only 2 out of 3 destroyers are active right now, which are the Zumwalt and Michael Monsor. The Navy has 2 highly versatile stealth destroyers at their disposal. Among the features that truly separates a Zumwalt-class vessel from its predecessors is its wave-piercing hull, which reduces drag while increasing stealth capabilities. It also has an advanced gun system enhanced with sonar and radar, and an integrated power system that combines the best of gas and electric propulsion. Before the Zumwalt program, the U.S. Navy's primary guided missile destroyer was the Arleigh Burke-class. Built around the Aegis combat system, the Arleigh Burke boasts a wide array of combat and defense capabilities. These vessels are 500 feet long and 66 feet wide at the beam. Powered by 4 powerful turbines, pushing the heavily armored ship to speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. Since their introduction, the Arleigh Burke-class ships have proved immensely useful in combat. How capable is the Zumwalt-class destroyer? The Zumwalt-class destroyer is capable of performing a range of deterrence, power projection, sea control, and command and control missions, while allowing the Navy to evolve with new systems and missions. It does all of this while maintaining its stealth, making this visually imposing ship difficult to find whether close to the shore or far out to sea. These warships possess stealth, size, power, survivability systems, and computing capacity that provide the Navy with the ability to meet maritime missions at sea now, as well as incorporate new technologies to meet emerging security environments. The cutting-edge technologies of the DDG-1000 class create versatility and allow for sustained operations in the littorals and land attack, as well as support special operations forces and operate as an integral part of joint and combined expeditionary forces. Its multi-mission design and littoral capabilities make it a globally deployable asset to the fleet and any combatant command. The Zumwalt is the first U.S. Navy surface combatant to employ an innovative and highly survivable integrated power system, IPS. Key design features that make the DDG-1000 IPS architecture unique include the ability to provide power to propulsion, ship service, and combatant system loads from the same gas turbine prime movers. DDG-1000's power allocation flexibility allows for potentially significant energy savings and is well suited to enable future high-energy weapons and sensors. The wave-piercing tumblehome ship design has provided a wide array of advancements. The composite superstructure significantly reduces cross-section and acoustic output, making the ship harder to detect by enemies at sea. The design also allows for optimal meaning with a standard crew size of 175 sailors, with an air detachment of 28, thereby decreasing lifecycle operations and support costs. DDG-1000 will employ active and passive sensors and a multi-function radar surveillance, including over land throughout the extremely difficult and cluttered sea-land interface. Advanced Gun Systems, AGS. Each ship features a battery of 2 Advanced Gun Systems, AGS, firing long-range land attack projectiles, LRLAP, that reach up to 63 nautical miles, providing a 3-fold range improvement in naval surface fires coverage. General Dynamics Bath Iron Works BIW is responsible for design, construction, integrating, testing, and delivery of the DDG-1000 class and DDG-1002 steel deckhouse, hangar, and aft peripheral vertical launch system PVLS. Huntington Ingalls Industries is responsible for the fabrication of the composite deckhouse, Hillo hangar, and aft PVLS for DDG-1000 and DDG-1001. Raytheon is responsible for software development with BAE providing the AGS and LRLAP. PEO Ships and its industry partners work diligently to mature the ship's design and ready industrial facilities to ensure this advanced surface combatant is built on cost and on schedule. At 85% complete, the DDG-1000 design was more mature at the start of fabrication than any lead surface combatant in history. What is the history of the Zumwalt ship? The construction of DDG-1000 Zumwalt commenced in February 2009. Launch of the ship occurred on October 29, 2013. The DDG-1001 was named Michael Monsoor in October 2008 by then Secretary of the Navy Donald Winter, honoring Petty Officer 2nd Class Michael Monsoor, a Navy SEAL who was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for his heroic actions in Ramadi, Iraq, on September 29, 2006. DDG-1001 start of fabrication took place in October 2009. In July 2014, Huntington Ingalls Industries, HII, delivered the DDG-1001 composite deckhouse to the Navy. In April 2012, DDG-1002 was named Lyndon B. Johnson by the Secretary of the Navy Ray Mabus. The selection of Lyndon B. Johnson honors the nation's 36th president and continues the Navy tradition of naming ships after presidents. DDG-1002 start of fabrication took place on April 4, 2012. USS Zumwalt embodies the legacy of warfighting excellence and innovation of Admiral Elmo R. Zumwalt, Jr., a veteran of World War II and the conflicts in Korea and Vietnam. He exemplified honor, courage, and commitment during 32 years of dedicated naval service. Believing it was his job to modernize and humanize the Navy, Zumwalt chose to embrace change and to lead it from within. As the 19th Chief of Naval Operations, Zumwalt faced similar challenges to those faced by today's Navy. He entered office with defense spending declining and an overextended fleet. He met these challenges head-on by embracing innovations, both strategically and technologically, to ensure that the Navy remained capable of meeting the Soviet threat. He advanced naval warfare while ensuring that the Navy met mission requirements, acquired affordable equipment, and ensured lifecycle costs made it possible to man, train, equip, and maintain the force. Zumwalt's embrace of innovation resulted in a number of successful new programs, including the Oliver Hazard Perry-class frigate, the Ohio-class ballistic missile submarine, and the F-14 Tomcat, all of them which had lasting impacts on the warfighting readiness of the Navy. Perhaps most importantly, Admiral Zumwalt was a social reformer who recognized the primary force multiplier of the U.S. Navy continued to be its sailors, and as such began quality-of-life improvements throughout the fleet, which included the institutionalization of equality for minorities and women. He was considered a thinking officer who was devoted to sailors and creating an environment where everyone was treated equally, a legacy that can be seen in the diversity of the fleet. Does the Zumwalt face any technical problem? Despite their cost, the Zumwalt has been plagued by equipment problems. Soon after its commissioning in 2016, the USS Zumwalt broke down in the Panama Canal. The second ship in its class, the U.S. Michael Monsoor, failed during sea trials the following year. As a report from the Military Watch magazine noted, the Zumwalt suffered from poorly functioning weapons, stalling engines, and an underperformance in its stealth capabilities, among other shortcomings. They have almost entirely failed to fulfill the originally intended role of multipurpose destroyer warships. On the scale of cost, program overruns alone brings the viability of the program into question, even if the destroyers were able to function as intended. The military expert Sebastian Roblin wrote in a 2021 National Interest article that the Zumwalt lacks several vital features, including anti-ship missiles, anti-submarine torpedoes, and long-range area air defense missiles. He called the destroyers an ambitious but failed ship concept. What do you think of this ship? Are they really that great as they are said to be? Comment your thoughts in the comment box below.